absolutely boiling over in the back. We saw during our break that confrontation backstage between the Midnight Sensations and Fusion DS, and the bombshell we just heard. Loser leaves town between these two hated rival teams. Next month, either the Midnight Sensations or Fusion DS, whoever loses their next matchup will be gone from ECWA for good. That's huge. That is huge, ladies and gentlemen. We want to follow that story further in future DVD releases and also on ECWAProWrestling.com. Right now, I'm following the progression of Bandito Jr. as we officially kick off the semifinal round of the 2012 Super 8 tournament. Bandito Jr.
And his opponent, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 167 pounds, the handicapped hero, Gregory Iron.
Well, we're looking at a couple inspirational stories between these two men in the semifinals. We've talked about Gregory Iron and his life with cerebral palsy. You see another good look at that hand on his way to the ring. Bad concussions. A lot of ailments he's overcome in his career, but man, what a roller coaster ride he's had this past year. From public endorsement from CM Punk to Sports Illustrated, ESPN, Fox and Friends, and so much more. Iron traveling the country as a top professional wrestler. Currently works also for Chikara Pro Wrestling, alongside the likes of 1998 ECWA Super 8 quarterfinalist Mike Quackenbush. So Iron can make a lot of people happy. Representing Prime Wrestling back in the state of Ohio. A new souped-up, rejuvenated professional wrestling scene out in Gregory Iron's hometown of Cleveland, Ohio. And certainly a souped-up competitive spirit as we go one round deeper into the semis. And talking about Gregory Iron and his story, of course, Bandito Jr. dedicates his ECWA career to his father, Bandito Sr., the entire reason why Bandito Jr. has redonned his mask. And I understand he has dedicated his performance tonight to his father. He's certainly watching intently, somewhere. As Gregory Iron once again gets baited into a game of chain wrestling, and when you've only got one fully functional hand, no matter who or what you are, it's going to be very difficult to grapple. Iron's got to utilize his speed. That's there, his speed just ran right into a heel kick, courtesy of Bandito Jr. It's off the suplex to a no. Both these men dressed in different ring attire than we've seen in the first round. A bit of WrestleMania 4 Macho Man Randy Savage-esque strategy here. Could fate guide them onward to the finals? One of these men, unless we have a draw, will make it to the finals. I'd love to see it. Bandito sends Iron chest first. Hard to really classify who had the tougher go of it in the quarterfinals between these two. Bandito springs in with an elbow nicely done. Was to put Greg away quickly again, but only finds two. Bandito and Azrael was just so evenly matched. Two men who train, spar together, work out, practice maneuvers together. Bandito was just not even the better man today, but just the better man for a second. For 3 seconds. All he needed. You have that matchup 100 times, and you could very easily split it 50-50 as far as the winner. Gregory Iron maybe received more punishment in his quarterfinal round matchup. Just able to snap off that handicap parking face plant out of nowhere in order to put away Kyle Matthews. Certainly very focused and determined in his own right. Bandito down for another cover. Bandito knows if he makes it to the finals, he's going to face a very, very well-conditioned athlete, either Bobby Fish or Papadon. So kudos to Bandito for attempting to wrestle a very smart and quick wrestling match. The Iron caught in a chin lock. Bandito, again, keeping this a mat wrestling contest, which is to Greg's disadvantage. Iron meets Bandito, coming with the elbow. The handicapped hero looking to fly here. Hurricane Rana, beautifully done. And the forearm to follow. Iron. With an iron-like will. And all the desire he has come to be known for. The southpaw firing away with this, obviously his strongest arm. The low bridge, and Bandito hits hard. And Greg Iron now gonna fly to the outside. Perfect body placement as Iron hits that somersault senton plancha. And it's Gregory Iron looking to finish things off. Easier said than done, however. Iron taking some time to get Bandito back in the ring, however. And not going for a cover. Going high risk. Sink or swim here for Greg Iron. Cross body. Got him. No. Iron coming so close, and what an inspirational win it would be. Maybe the most inspirational win in Super 8 history. If Gregory Iron could be the 2012 champion. Come home with that big trophy. Iron was countered midstream. The rolling neck breaker. The follow through into the brain buster. Got him, no. Near false situation once again. But Iron showing that tenacity, not being kept down at all costs. Just barely stirring. Certainly woozy after the brain buster, certainly after his history. Iron continues fighting, reversal. Springboard, back, oh, went for that back elbow of Bandito. Ducked underneath. Iron responds in kind. And handicap parking. Iron got it a second time. Gregory Iron makes his way to the finals. No, he does not. The same strategy that paid off against Kyle Matthews comes up bust against Bandito. And now Greg, realizing his pet maneuver did not get the job done, realizing he has to go to desperate measures. Oh my. Greg turned his head for one split second to acknowledge his fans here in Newark, and it certainly cost him. Bandito so rapid in everything he does. So unbelievably quick. Iron finding out the hard way if he didn't know already, and Bandito right back on top of Iron, smothering him. Iron gets caught in the elevated DDT. Bandito, no, another near fall. Iron survives. Bandito, a fisherman into the cradle driver, and this time it was enough. All the credit in the world for Gregory Iron for fighting his butt off in this Super 8 tournament, but tonight may just be Bandido Jr.'s night. 2 amazing performances in a row, a personal dedication, a lot riding on this night for Bandido Jr., who looks to add his name to history by night's end. But again, that respect factor still there, especially with a man who respects his heritage and culture like Bandido does. No surprise, he respects the efforts of Gregory Iron, who's to be applauded for so much he has done in life, and just being invited to the Super 8 was victory enough for Gregory Iron, in theory. But this kid held nothing back, fought his heart out, and certainly deserves this adulation of everybody here tonight. But Bandido Jr. may soar to an even higher level before the night is done. He's one half of your Super Indy 8 2012 fight.